Hey there, this is Marisa with Marisa Moments. So the download is this. If some people knew how much turmoil and restraint it took for you to disconnect from them, from the toxic bond that you once shared, they would never reach out to you again. What I receive and what I see is you falling to your knees, praying for the strength to endure the distance is what I hear, to endure the distance. What I feel is that there was such a toxic bond, like it wasn't completely toxic, right? It had its ups, it had its downs, but for the most part, the connection was not allowing you to grow, wasn't allowing the other person to grow. Instead, it just kept you in a hell loop in which you both, what I see is almost like gorged on. I see two people eating copious amounts of food to the point where they can't even hold anything else in their mouths, and yet they continue to stuff themselves over and over and over and just keep asking for more and more and more to come, to the point where it's almost like you're going to explode. And that was feeding off of that toxicity. And it wasn't just one person, right? Because there is no blame and shame in the relationship. However, it just got to a point in space where you recognize that this was no longer healthy. So you decided to finally step away from the table, but that other person keeps wanting to call you back and call you back and call you back. And it takes everything in you to practice the restraint and the discipline to say no. And not even to say no, but not to even acknowledge or give them oxygen or fuel or attention or energy, because you know that once you give them even an inch, they're going to take a yard, they're going to take a mile, they're going to take everything. But if they knew deep down what it took in you to practice that restraint, to not want to respond, to not want to go and start to gorge yourself again, because that is actually a place of comfort. That's what you know. That's where you came from. That's where it feels warmest to you on a cold day. But you know it's not for you. So if they knew, they wouldn't reach out. But at the same time, what I receive is that, or would they? Because the point wasn't to keep you nourished. It wasn't to keep you fed. It was to keep you trapped. Escape.